lay in on. I want 65, so I gotta find some things. Keep this is good for our AB. Toss that. Toss that. Oh, we don't want to toss our resources. Bam. Get out of here. Decline. We'll go 63. Nice. Okay. We got that going. Nice. Share this. We got 2 of our combo pieces set up. Perfect. And we'll pass. Super easy setup here. Go here. Let's go here. Up. Up. Oh, they just did a setup as well. Easy money. We'll pitch. We got go again and +1 already, which is huge. We want the on hit mark. Yeah, we want the on hit mark. And we don't even have to. We already have go again, which is huge. I'm loving the stances now. They are so fun. I can just do this. Oh, got the mark. We will not pitch to vigor as much as I would like to, because I have to pitch to my dagger. Hell yeah, this is nice. Nice big turn. Okay, they got their rune chance online. But we got our first fealty token. I'm loving the stances. The agility stance is really nice because it doesn't require me to play a draconic card to keep my chain link going. Okay, so here we got a bunch of blues, but I don't have anything to pay for Arcane Barrier because I just don't run Arcane Barrier. Those again. Lose a life, the banish card from him. Okay. 6. Whoever lost life, I already lost life, so I'll just block here. Pass. Dual Bandit. Quicksilver. Just send Oath. And then, so we got Oath. 4. And then Arsenal. That's my plan. You could warrant AB1 in here. Just need to find a card to cut. Maybe the second Oath of Steel. I'm just trying to test out a second when it gets to logger games, more blocky games. Get the extra counters. Or get my weapons higher. Yes. Up. Bam, bam. Fix my. Alright, so they're triggers. With this hand, I'll probably just pitch Flurry Stance. Because this is second fealty. Go again. I assume they just do Whale into Eloquence. Oh, you got the face? Nice. Take the Arcane Bear. Take the Arcane there. 7. What do we got for our turn? Not a whole lot, honestly. I think it's really just block, block, block. And just play Pledge of Fealty. I think that's all our turn here. Yep. Up. 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 Block it with equipment there, so that way we can still swing a weapon at least. Not going to be an impressive weapon, but it's going to be a weapon nonetheless. Flurry stance, I'm iffy about. 100% loving agility stance though. And power stance is just a good blue to have. Okay, they got eloquence and alright, send this. Make the 2, make the fealty. And we'll save our arsenal for a different chain link. That's all we got. Technically, I could buy boots back if I had used this and then pitched the fealty generator to here. But I'd rather have the second fealty, so get closer to 3 than boots back, even though boots are really good for us. Ugh. So here's our pitch value. We go here, and a firm loyalty, and then searing gaze on top to get the extra mark if need be. So we're just gonna take everything here. Hope for the best. I hate that I can't skip the rune chance if I don't have arcane barrier. I have to pass through them. I think that's a quality of life issue. Yep, take 7. This is one of the harder matchups because 1, we don't want to run arcane barrier, and 2, they just have good damage. Interesting. They've been sitting on this arsenal for a couple turns. I have no idea what it is. Maybe a D-react, but I don't really see Vincent running D-reacts that often. 2 here. I don't need green. Can pay for greens if I use this. Yeah, we'll use it. And we'll pitch here. And we'll double up. Unless they face perg us, which would be weird. That'd be an odd thing to do at the moment. Okay, we'll get the 3rd fealty. Boom, 6. There we go. Now we have all 3 of our fealties. Our weapons are free, so we can block a little bit more efficiently now, too. Think below, definitely thinking the instant. So we can have another block card. So we got our boots back, which is nice. Huge difference. I think we got rid of our arsenal. Overpower. Alright, sounds good. All the rune chance. I got a steez. Oh, goodness gracious. Okay. Oh, my nose. Oh, what the heck? Okay, so they undid their whole turn. That threw me for a loop there. Yeah, close the combat chain. Pass. Because they realized, no, they didn't take life, so they would remove their own arsenal. Here. And they wanted to do a different attack. What does this one do? Top card of their deck. So I'll probably die to rune chance at the end of this match, but if I can just match damage for damage. Pass, and then we'll do sink below. Of course, they haven't drawn a coal yet. Blaze Headlong, much better card, much better card. Pummel? That'd be funny. I don't know, just from hand. Okay. We could easily block there for sure. Then the rest of this. They've still been sitting on that arsenal for a hot second. Oh, speaking of which, what is this? Oh, they activated boots to get an eloquence token. Okay, that's cool. You don't see that one as often. Wherever it went. Oh, there it is. Sorted. Okay, we got that. Now we just go boop. Send it. I wouldn't be surprised if they face perk here now. Preserve life. And make me discard a card. That would be my bet. That's what I would do if I were them. Do the face perk. No? Okay. Interesting. They must have higher hand. Turn this off. I don't need that. Nope. Pass. We go into Blaze Headlong. And we'll break the chain and use Brave 4 Bracers. Because this doesn't get a buff on Chain Link 2. And I already have all 3 fealty. So it doesn't get an extra buff. So we break the chain to get the extra buff on our weapon. I feel like I'm really close to the camera's really close to me. Ah, see, that's where they got me. Faceberg there. That's fine. Got it out of the way. I would have done it on the first dagger, but that's just me. And I don't need the go again on the dagger, so I'm still gonna swing the dagger. Like, it's 2 damage. There's no reason not to swing the dagger. Especially with them getting sub 15 now. Every blood debt is huge for us. Granted, they have an eloquence token and they'll have a 3rd rune chant. Cole, okay. They lost a life to do so. Boots with the fur, Yeah, we'll go like that. They get a decent amount from our hand as well, but we got big dagger coming in. 5. That's half their life at the moment. They have 2 rune chants. So they're trying to figure out how to absorb the life necessary. Scalding Iron. I forget which card that is. What is Scalding Iron? Oh, this one. Yeah. It's just another 0 cost. And especially if we're playing with if we get the flurry stances, so we can get Chain Link 3, it's a +3. It's a 1 of to see if we get it if it gets pulled off. I will do the buff just because we need every point of damage against them right now. So that way they can't leave a blood debt card sitting around. But yeah, that's what this is for, is if we're able to pull off a flurry stance or the legendary card where you get Chain Link 3, or even if we can go like Blaze Headlong or both of that, it's just something to get an extra buff. Ooh, they gave up their boots. That's huge. All right, it's down 7-6. So yeah, like here, I could go this into that, into Long Whisper of Loyalty, and then I can go Iron Song. So I might actually bump it to 2, like put the dragon to 2. And then, oh, they're SOL, dude. Alright. Those. We're gonna get all 3 options for a Long Whisper, which is nice. If only I had a 4th fealty, I could do Glint Silver. I could technically pop it just to be that guy, but I could just do this. It'd be very fun to do so. This will be nice big dagger. Boop. Poking you for 4. But it's gonna be bigger than. Oh, they give us the whole hand. Sick. Give me that. Just choose the same dagger. I'm actually an Arsenal the Glint because it's better off. Now that I'm gonna get a another fealty, I can make it Draconic. Because there's also warrant that I could have broke the chain, pitched a Brave Forge Bracers to make it 2 power. 1 damage. Oh. Oh. So we go this, we played this, so it's a red card for the turn. Then we start with Blaze Headlong, so that way we have a higher Draconic Chain Link. If we ever get to start with a Chain Link before our daggers, it's always very nice. Granted, this is only for next turn. I love doing this. Pop. Pop. Give me another card. Hell yeah. And then we swing this. Then we say GG. Pop. Pop. And then we make the next one bigger. Let me say GG. Alright, I have. Oh, no, undo. What the hell? I passed through the chain too quickly. I was reading a message. Then we break the chain. Buff. Swing. Lethal. A good game. Alright, and then we're going to have Tyler here. Homepage. Make a private match. How do I do this? Private badge. Create badge. Copy it. Bop. Alright, so I'm going to be playing against Tyler. See if he wants to do a voice chat. So, this is a list I'm working on. Now that we have flurry tokens, I'm going to go first. And then, even though you get dominated on, we just want to bring all the defense reactions we can. We also want to bring Imperial Seal, because that way it prevents them from playing their own defense reactions. I bring in the other Oath of Steel so that we go a little bit longer. And since marking is fealty tokens are inevitable, I drop the non-blocking cards where I can. So the blood, these are really good. This is really good. I don't want to be at 68 per se. I can't drop these. The flurry token is very good here. Drop one of these. Where are we at? Can't drop resources because we don't get as many. Okay, we'll go here. See if we could set something up. I might just fat stack a little bit. I want to get to 65 though. Hello. See if they can hear you as well. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna have to redo my OBS because they can't hear you, which is fine, but they could hear me. I'm gonna go with this. They don't have to hear you, yeah. Because I swapped out where my headphones were plugged in, which changes where my OBS audio pulls stuff things from. Let's see here. Default, no. I'm going first. Speakers? Okay, let's see if that works.
Checkity check 212.
Okay, now they can hear you. Yep.
Sweet.
So don't say any racial slurs.
Oh, come on. That was one time.
Yeah. He called me a cracker. Honestly, I think I'll just pass.
Oh, interesting choice. Hmm.
We'll go like that. Perfect. don't give you any options. Make you get stuck with what you got.
This is the worst deal I've had. Let's do this then. Boom.
Miller's Grindstone, you say?
Oh, we be grinded. I actually played against a what class was it? I'm trying to remember. I lost a clash against an assassin, and I revealed a zero cost or a zero power aura. He revealed persuasive prognosis um, for one, and I lost to that.
Cheeky blue pummel there.
Yeah, don't worry about it. It won't bother you later, I'm sure.
I'm highly concerned by it. Big concern. Yeah, I'm liking the new flurry tokens in this deck. I have yet to get Chainlink 4, but it is a possibility.
Mm-hmm.
Up. I don't think glitches are cheating. Part of the game mechanic. No, yeah, glitches is not cheating. He's playing Lego City and he keeps doing glitches. He's like, am I cheating? I'm like, I don't know. It's part of the game mechanics. That's how it functions. This is why.
Fealty token.
Yeah, I don't need to mark you. I just need Chainlink 2.
Yeah, so not an action card, so I'll be all right. I don't need that. Let's get that out of the way, and we'll be fine with what we got.
I'm curious to see how Guardians are gonna do once another illusion is in the meta with Ziggy.
Yeah, I'm doing more tough nut stuff when that happens.
Oh yeah, damage can't be prevented. That's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
I like this. Promising Terrain is such a good card.
Mm-hmm. It's like Mordred Tide, baby.
Mordred Tide first.
Incredible.
Yeah, trying to ripple me? That's what you're talking about. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought you were just spouting nonsense for a second.
One thing that gets me is that I love Civic Peak, but I think I should take it out against you because the card that you're going to draw, you can play every time. There's no time you don't do it. So I either have to do it when I'm truly desperate.
Now I'll find a way to play it.
Yeah, seriously.
Oh, is that or it's just a nice arsenal?
Mm-hmm.
Why you no block? I concerned.
Okay. Mm-hmm. I see you. I see you.
Yep. Every point of damage matters. I already got you a half a health. You're being greedy with your hand here.
I am.
When you have a cheap attack reduced by 4, why would you still need all those cards? My question.
Draw a card and gain a life. Look at me go. Let me see plays like this. Okay, what do I want to get rid of? That'd be 1, 2. Damn it! If I'd have known I was going to draw blue. I'm actually loving Surface Shaking because it lets me fix my hands. I want a card that give me seismic surges, but also like, oh, if I don't like what I have, I can get rid of it. I think I should do that because I'm going to be able to play what I want no matter what.
And that's why you kept a big hand, so you can check more
dude,
cards.
I'm so fucking amazing at this game. You have no idea, dude. Like, oh my god.
So you got your card back, blocking. Scary turn, scary turn. And you got dominate.
Oh, you're about to dominate what I'm about to do to you.
We'll see, we'll see. See what you do. More seismic surge. Second overcrowded pitched. E-strike. Okay. I'll just take the 5. Okay. Interesting. So your hand is odd. You got a guardian attack down there in the arsenal at least? There it is.
The guardian attack, baby.
3, still have to do 4, so I have to get have to do block another 7.
Oh, you need block a total of 7, yes.
Yes, yes. Total of 7. Alright. Figure out what I'm doing with my hand. I need 1 card to pitch because I have Tunic still, so I would do this plus that. Okay. Pass. We go like this.
Mm-hmm.
And then we go let that resolve.
Mm-hmm.
Then we toe the
Oh, hi,
line.
Mark. Mm-hmm. Well, that's awesome.
Yeah, get the nice flurry token. This is why we bring the defense reactions in.
Hey, that's pretty good.
This is pretty good too.
Hit a marked hero. We do bad things.
Yeah, we do good things. We do good things. Value, and I get a flurry hit, so I have another. My daggers have refreshed. How badly do you want me to draw a card or not? You get a seismic surge out of it.
I do get a seismic surge. That kind of does help, but unfortunately, made the mistake of blocking with a card that I probably should have arsenaled. That's okay though. We
That happens.
are.
It happens.
Here.
Do that with this. Depending on how he blocks.
Shouldn't be this hard.
Shouldn't. It's a rough one, isn't it? How much of your turn do you want to give up? That's the real question.
Here.
Big question. How much of
The
your turn
hits you
is to give up?
draw. Damn it. Here.
Kiwi's laughing at me. My cat is laughing at me, apparently.
It's funny as hell.
Like Goofy. Ain't that much +1. Or -1.
Son of a gun. I should not have done that.
Alright, so do this.
Mm-hmm.
Greed.
Mm-hmm.
Just so that way I can swing another attack at least.
Mm-hmm. Okay, this is interesting. Let's do. That's 3. Do you have anything I could pump it? I think I'll be good. I think
No
that's
card
safe.
in hand. But if it hits, there's the potential for a pump. It has to be an instant.
I think I'll get my 3 value out of that while I can.
Sounds good.
Ow.
This is what I would have drawn. Play this. Block with this. This, arsenal that. Sounds good to me. Terra Sunder Pit. Strike. Think. Oh, so I block with this, so I save that for the pitch. That?
Looks like a fair block.
Trade. Yep. Fair and honest, balanced game mechanics. Let me do a nice quality. Mess with your blocking math here. Power stance. Oh, that's next turn. A measly 1. Measly 1. Sounds good. I'll get my token. Perfect. Gross. Get -4 on your next attack. but I get an arsenal. I'll take it. No boots back, but I think that's fine. Some people would argue that boots back is better than me. I think it's on your end for refreshing. Mess with that. Alright. Arsenals. Okay, so this is a hand. What does it do? Pitch. I think I just take 7 and hope you don't have a pummel. Yeah, just hope you don't have a pummel. There it is. We'll play this at least. That's what, 11 now? Yeah. Lame. Lame sauce. We'll discard the card that can't block. Add the pummel.
My math here.
That's why we arsenal the instant. I'm 50-50 on Shuck, because Shuck's nice if you got a jank hand, you could just play Shuck.
Oh, shucks.
Deal some extra. If you let me.
No. Over my dead fucking body.
There it is. Number 2. Got one more left there.
Fuck, dude. I gotta change this deck. Or I'm drawing so many reds. I mean, they're good reds, but
well, the concept of your deck is to reduce the cost by seismic surges, so.
It is, yeah. I just need me to go blue. I don't get I get fucked.
Yeah.
Damn it.
You only get one seismic surge. Nice for me. Now I am online. I've only marked you once, so that's what I like about the long game. Some people are like, oh, you're not going to get your marks against people. Like, I don't need to mark them. I just need to play, find my create fealties.
I had a feeling I should have blocked 2 there, but it's like that sometimes.
Be
Be
like
good.
Right. Good to me. And this. The big punish you.
Punishment. I'm getting punished. Ouch.
And we'll break the chain here. Got Tunic for a reason. Oh, no, I lied. Go back. Oops. I said I didn't even activate the thing I wanted to activate. There it is.
There's always a temptation when I play Tough Nut to activate, to do Fandals to pay for the +1 on Braveforge, but I've never seen that math pay off for me personally.
You said Tough Nut on Braveforge? Do you mean?
Not Braveforge, Apex.
Apex?
Apex, Jesus. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
the Tyrannical Rex.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4. Here. This is fine.
Works out.
This is fine. It's not bad that I get punished on this.
I have 47, you have 44. Finish your pizza rolls and then you can get more food, buddy. You don't like the pizza rolls? I will say pass.
Interesting hand.
Yeah, that can keeping deck consist deck value.
Well, let's see how well you can do that.
I still get a card, but I would have liked the one that was down there.
Card. This is neato. Do that. Boom, boom.
Pretty good. That's pretty good. 8 damage is a lot.
It is a lot. And the value on this is nuts. That was a 3 cost 9 value. So 2 card 9.
Yeah.
Good.
8. I want to take. Do I want to take 3? We'll take 3
Mhm.
because you don't have pummel math. But the thing
Nope.
that you nomboed yourself. You got rid of my D-react in the arsenal.
Mhm.
So your authority of Attire did nothing.
Yeah, I arsenal pulverized when I wasn't able to heave it. I'm like, I really hope I get a tectonic shifting soon, and I did.
I think you actually helped me because this flurry makes this Oath of Steel pretty good.
Ah, I like that.
I do too.
On target weapon? Yeah, it is target weapon. Cool. Whenever you attack with it. Oh, never mind.
Yeah, so I'll get a 3rd chain link here.
Hmm.
That's why this is really good if I get the yellow stance as well that just has base go again, so I don't even have to play a reaction. That's why I call this combo Fang. Ooh, take that. Oh, look, a goodie. I don't need the extra field.
Mm.
You have ways to get rid of my fealty, but just not. Because you can't
I feel like
outright
this one might
destroy
be a
him.
problem.
There's the 3rd sink blow. We'll see if he's running fates or not. Oh, I haven't seen any. Haven't seen any pitched.
Oh, buddy.
Could be just putting him to the bottom for later.
No. This
This
comes
one.
in for +6, oh?
Yeah, total of
Wow.
6. Ah, that's a good one.
Love this card.
I'll queue for 1. Break the chain, so I show a little show and tell here. This is for next turn.
Hey.
This also works really well with with the steel if I have enough reactions.
That's a good one. Mm.
Yeah, I'm liking this newer stance build of Fang. Especially if I can get some flurry tokens here and there. Like just this turn was value out of the flurry token. Ah, the shelter. Yeah, it's probably better than Fate Foreseen.
Yeah, the diversity, the utility of it is really good.
We got a dominated attack coming at me.
It's always a risk to send it
Can't
without
drop.
making one beforehand, but with coming in for 8 damage and you don't have an arsenal, you can block 1, 2, 3, 4 maybe defense reaction in hand. But honestly, if you give up your armor suite for this, I call it a small victory.
I guess if I'm gonna get hit anyway, probably keep Tunic. 2 block. Dominate. We'll say pass. I do have a D react, but it's not a full.
Hell yeah.
It's Oath. Which I can't do anything about with the
Oh,
cranial
with the
crush
crush, you
happen.
can't draw a card. Is there a world where you block with Braveforge?
Yeah, but the draw isn't that important because I could always do just loyalty a different turn.
Oh, okay. I see you. Okay.
Like I could block with Tunic too, but I think I will get value out of my Tunic still. Like the measly one allegedly.
Allegedly. 1, 2, 3. It's not too bad. It's 1.
No dominate. I buff.
Oof.
break chain. Play this, so they have go again next turn.
Ooh. Pray forge, nice.
I lied to you.
Mm.
I thought I had tunic up. I was one off a tunic.
Mm. Math here. Play that for free? I think it's all the same, honestly. 1, 2, 3. Yeah.
Okay. Yes.
Rated. Okay, let me think on this real quick. 1, 2.
Here's some seismic surges
This
over
is
there.
fine. Yeah, I think this is fine. So
8 with a pommel. Aim. That doesn't do a whole lot on my turn playing another agility stance.
mhm.
We'll say pass and cry about the pummel.
Me, I would never.
Just played the one red and you pitched the one blue. I don't know with you. Next, so dominated attack next. Eve. I wouldn't know that normally in a game.
Yeah.
Let's pop this. That's actually really
Ooh. Oh, we draw a card, baby. That's start of. That is start of turn, not other way around. Neato.
Yep.
That's key. 1, 2. Yeah, that's it. Cool.
Let's start with Blaze Headlong. I played a red card. Why not?
Mm.
I could bait out more reactions, but I think I'll be okay. That's a lot of cards for a 4 block. 4 attack.
Mm.
Oh.
And your dagger's gonna go again. Cool.
Yep, I don't even have to play a reaction. Oh, sick, a free card. Love to see
Hell
it.
yeah, brother. Hell yeah, brother. So, well, you can convert 4 or more cards into all this damage. Mm-hmm. This is fine. Oh no, this is not fine. I'm in danger.
You're the one that didn't want to block.
All right. Ouch. Ouch. Ouch.
That doesn't add any extra damage. I just don't want it in my hand.
That's fair. All right, what do we
Yeah,
got?
you weren't wrong.
Ooh, pass and turn. Okay. So I think I can do something here.
Oh, if you can
She
deal
got
11
some
damage, it's pretty good.
gas.
Yeah, okay, that's pretty good. Oh, that's just a lot of damage, yeah.
Some thick boy
15,000.
damage you got there.
That's the bare minimum. I'm losing 2 cards.
Yeah.
So block with 1 and lose 2.
And you use your choice.
I'm not. I want to have 3 extra health here.
Mm-hmm.
If I take 11, I die. I lose 2
I
cards
think on it, Mr.
anyways.
Bond.
Well, I'll just
That may
block
have
with
been a
8
bit
cards.
safer if I had just block 6 that turn, stay ahead on life. But I feel like you losing damage, like basically this is buying me 18 points of value just off of a non-dominated attack. But in a dominated, there's card draw that's missed. I felt giving up that 7 life was definitely worth it. Or how much life did I lose last turn? Lost a few.
Swinging for lethal is pretty good.
Yeah, it was pretty good. I enjoyed it.
Yeah. Kalash are releasing secrets though with the heave.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like I knew what it was going to be, but Oh, and my attack gets -4? That's crazy.
Yeah.
That way at least I can have another attack here.
Oh, Glint. Glint's great. Glint is great.
Not great until pulverized, where you don't want to block.
Oh.
1 point of damage.
I've seen
Right?
way too many games getting ended by Hunt's End. Oof. Oh boy, I am hurting.
Not
So
quite Hunt's
+2
End.
on all these attacks.
I only get one more
Hunt's
attack.
End.
I only get one more attack because I don't have another
Oh yeah,
reaction.
that's right.
But it's still 2.
Yeah.
You don't have dominate over here, so
No siree.
damage is damage. Hmm. Go again, I guess.
Yeah, I wasn't on East Red for a while, but then I did the math. I'm like, if I'm gonna draw these red hands, I'm gonna draw reds I can use. And just coming in for what I need it to be is pretty freaking sick. So we do that. Right. Now let's see how much you want to block.
Not enough to live. GG. I have another. I have another 2 block, but
Which would have been the it's called Iron. Interesting. Well, thanks for playing with that with me, man. I
yeah.
was I'm 50-50 right now against Fi and even Fang. And I think honestly those games I won were ones where they like rage quitted after they blocked out, and then I played Seismic Eruption, because they thought I was gonna lose Leyline, but or dominate pummel, whatever. So
Yeah, the
I
pulverized turn there was the rough one.
um but that was actually a really fun match. Thanks for doing that, man.
Yeah.
I gotta get I got an appointment I gotta head to for it's a kind of lunch thing. So I'm
Yeah, no
gonna
problem.
I'll let you go. Have fun with your testing and take care of yourself. Later.
Bye. This call up. All right. So what do we learn here? So we go homepage real quick, and then we go over here, and we go to results. We click this little 3 buttons here. We check here. What did we learn? Let's look at the deck real quick again. Cards that I liked and didn't like. So I've been taking Gleam Blade out a bunch, because it's a 2 block, and I've been just taking it out. Why do I have snipping tool? So I think this is just a cut. So we'll put in the notes here. Results in the notes. Always cutting. Gleam. Might also swap loyalty react. I can't spell. For bait. Extra block. My keyboard is so sensitive. Look at that. Yeah, I didn't even touch the I key. S to see if extra card is worth it for extra HP. Which most of our cards are extra 3 damage. But I am gonna cut this Gleam of the Blade. I've been cutting it in every match. I was like, I just haven't felt it. And then drop a Dragon Blood, we'll still see here. We'll remove this real quick. Flurry Stance, make sure we keep that. The second Oath of Steel is really good, so we'll keep that in there. I wish I could have another Imperial Seal. Maybe that's the cut for AB1. And we just do like arms here. Maybe that's the cut. We don't want third button. I think maybe that's just the call for the AB one. That's what we fit in. Right there. Just to make the Vincent match better. Granted, we only have 11 resource source cards, so I don't even know if it's worth it at that point. Where'd it go? I actually remove that. I don't know if we have the resources to pay for the AB. So, what do we do in this point? Iconic Warrior. So we can get a second, like, Imperial Intent, or we can go up to the third for the Dracai. I don't think more than 2 total, maybe a third total line, just as a more defensive measure. Or we want a third resource card, another resource card. What's up, buddy? Oh, nice. You could warrant the, what's up with YouTube's is warning studio. Going on here, YouTube Creator Studio. Stream is acting weird. Please configure both the primary and backup streams correctly. I think the live stream looks fine. Anybody that's watching, let me know if the stream is acting up weird. So this, I'll take a small break while I figure out what card I want. Once we get to 500 subs, if you haven't watched, once we're at 500 subscribers, I will be giving away a Blaze intro deck. What are they calling them? Silver Age decks. Yeah. So once we hit 500 subscribers, I'll do some sort of giveaway for the Blaze intro deck, because that's what I'll get. United States. I can only ship to the United States. It'd be out of pocket. How many Arachnes are you facing in your meta? Blunton is very good for that. Yes. So one specific city, there's a lot of Arachnes. I could go up to 3, but I don't want to buy a third one. That's the thing. So I usually build my decks and test my decks around what I'm willing to pay for, what my local area is, because there's no point for me to. Most of my games are ProQuest, RTNs, stuff like that matters. When I do go to a ProQuest or a Pro Tour area, I might shift my deck a little bit in regards to the greater meta, but I test in mind for the most part my own area, which there is enough. But between Imperial Seal and 2 Bluntons and the Smokeouts, I do like this setup. And then I have the Proclaim Vengeance for them. I would run the 0 for 4 if you're against a wreck. So 0 for 2 if it's an Arachne, turn to 0-4 over a third Blunton. Like, I would cut something for that. Like, I'd probably cut this and that. Yeah, I'd cut these 3 cards here. These are test slots to make space for other stuff. For the, if it's your against an Arachne, it marks them, and if they're marked, it becomes a 0 for 4. So you're currently running 2 good as mine. Also, what is the line with all the flurry stances? You're not worried of balance or more attacks versus go against? So the flurry stance, again, I'm testing out the stances because this deck is comboed. I probably need more reactions to warrant them, but I'm testing out stuff like Scalding Iron is with a flurry stance, or the creating the flurry tokens with like Shuck and Toe the Line. So I'm testing out Scalding Iron. I might bump it up to 2 just to test out for the extra attacks. So where's that? Scalding Iron. Let's try a second one here. That's the same thing with the Oath of Steels, is getting the extra attacks in and making the extra bumping up stuff like that. It's to get extra Draconic Chain Links as well. If you manage to get a Flurry stance with a Agile stance is one of my most favorite cards right now, is I don't have to play any Draconic Chain Links to get my Gogan. It already happened, so you can swing for 1. They block. All right, cool. I just go to the next Chain Link. Or same thing with, it's really good if you can get a Flurry stance and an Agility stance together. So I'm running 2. It pairs up similarly well with Fire Brimstone. Get 4 attacks if you can get the reactions. So if you can get a surplus of reactions, it's really nice, especially with Scalding Iron, so that you get the extra Draconic Chain Links. That's what I'm doing. It's not quite a combo deck, but what I want is, yeah, it runs all right. Especially depending on who you're against. I haven't done a whole lot of matches, but I got 2 wins against Maiden with no AB and KO, so let's keep it going. Let's make this now a public match so other people can join, create a game. I'm liking the stances. Honestly, the stances are really good. This has been one of my standout cards against the slower decks, is if you can get it lined up. And I'm like going first. So far, going first is good. Either I set up a nice arsenal, or how would I run this? I set up a good arsenal, or I just help leak a little bit extra damage. So against Puffin, who is a very aggressive deck, who plays a lot of red cards, I do want to bring in 2 smokeouts. They don't swing their weapon too often. I am going to try running drop of the Dragon Blood to get an extra attack, and what I will drop is they block a decent amount. I'll drop 1 for the Dracai, so I think I'll get enough. Actually, I'll probably drop both of the Dracais because I think I'll hit them enough that they want most of their hand, but I'll get my marks off with Sworn Vengeance, and I'll get my fealties a lot more efficient. That's what I'm swapping those for. The 4 of the Dracais are people where you get your mark, but you can't hit them, so that you get your fealties. So here with this, I will just do a agility stance and then pass. And so we can do an arsenal and the smoke, and then we can get a flurry and smoke. Hopefully we draw a resource card, but the deck, yes, we drew a resource card. Perfect. Yeah, I'm loving the stance build. I could call it a against Rune Blades. Swing harder, hope for the best, because I only have 11 resource cards, so I can't AB because I'm not running in it. So it's just swing harder and pray when this defends. So we're gonna be able to swing twice with our weapon, so we're definitely blocked with boots, and then we're gonna do toe the line, and then we use the rest of our hand and smoke out, obviously. But we gotta go to the reaction step for that. So we go smoke out. Granted, it's not a red card, so we don't get the mark, but we only take 1 damage here, and we get a flurry token, which is amazing with agility stance because we already have go again. So we swing, get the refresh on the dagger there, and we just say pass because that way we can get chain link 2 here. We will create the vigor token, yeah, which means we don't get the extra attack for free per se. I do have to pitch a card, but we get the chain link 2 here. Because I'd rather have the resource for next turn. I'm not guaranteed with the 9 cards here. Do I want the extra attack or do I want arsenal? I think I'll just arsenal. So even though we did get the flurry and the option for the additional attack, I think this is better off being saved for next turn. So here they create the cogs. Cranking them, drawing a card. We got a free resource, so we can block with a card, which probably just be stance here. So that we can do that, and to pitch 1 of these into Blade Flurry, Smoldering, and then no, do we even block? We block with boots. We're gonna give it go again, so I'll just say thinking real quick. Where's thinking? So thinking is 8, so we'll just do a quick down. So we have resource here. If we need to pitch, we could pitch a Long Whisper maybe. For a second, so we go pitchless into Smoldering Flurry. Then we have a pitch a card, and we'll have 1 reaction left. I think we just block like that for this and hope, and we save this to block with against a more important attack. Obviously, they just give it go again. We'll block here. I don't want to take a 4. That's our least impactful card. Okay. We just say pass because we have higher damage ratio here. Gun sounds good. So yeah, we have to find the balance. We have the upper foot, in my opinion. We go here, and we don't have any. Go like this actually for the mark. Pass, and on this one is the mark, and then we go Blade Flurry to increase our stuff. Pop. We do not pay for it. No. Got the mark. And now our flirt, we're swinging for 3, so we get our fealty here. Okay. Does not quite affect us as much, but we did have a yellow card in there. It was agility stance. So we get our first fealty. No grains, trigger sad. We're big chillin'. For mech matchups, our divine is first just mark and then get the fealty, so don't block unless it's super necessary. Then we are online, go block. Yeah. We gotta establish, like you said, get the mark, which is like I like the one of here is that we get the mark easily. So here is just block with this hunt's end and equipment, and hope for the best. I hate that they get to draw so much. It's so they get to draw an extra card every turn is insane. Soup up for 7. Wager gold. Well, they're gonna win because I need resources. This is chain link 1. This is chain link 2. So I can block like this, make them have to discard the card to win. If they want the extra gold, otherwise. Yeah, buddy. So they did discard and they just swing their weapon for 2, which is fine. Or 3, whatever. Take the 3 there. Buddy, what are you making so that's a high pitched sound? But yeah, I agree with you there. For matchups, it is just get the mark, hope that we get the fealty, and then once we get all the fealty, we can start matching blocks. But here, that's why I'm liking this one of mark. I love as many free marks. Like, I'm not running the blue marks that mark unconditionally, so I'm liking these other blues a little bit better. You could technically swap this power stance. It's not a necessity. It's just a do I want to pay for vigor or do I want to make the attack bigger? I think I want to make the attack. No, I can't. Fuck. I can't break the chain. Oh, so they just. I can break the chain, but I'm not going to. I will still have the resources for the vigor here. And now we're online, so we can officially block efficiently. They like their hand, which is kind of scary that they didn't block my 3rd fealty here. Or not that 2nd fealty. I guess it didn't really matter. But now we're on the 3 fealty, so we can block more efficiently. And I will do the grains so that way we can pay for brave or just have a consistent grains free dip. I'm a real big fan of back into brave. So here we can block with our resource card, or we can just say YOLO. They have 2 instances. So Dovetail can get, they have 2 cogs, so we can get +2. Yeah, I would switch the blue stances, the blue block. Yeah. I would swap. I would keep 1 power stance, but that's just me. So 5. So this is a 7 power attack, untap all cogs. Do I have 7 power? I have 2, 3, 4. I have 4, 5, 6, 7. That. So we can just do go again. He's only got the 2 cogs, but it doesn't untap them. And then we just let the next one hit, unless it's cheaty scoundrel. Okay, so they get another gold. Oh, that's for 9. That's crazy. Be for 10 here. Yeah, we just take that because I don't really have an option. Because the power stance is really nice if you are online. You just get to swing for 2 each time. I think we're at a disadvantage in this matchup just because they get to draw a card every turn. And there's not much I could do about that. We swing here. And they just have much stronger cards for much less cost. And we will give up grains on the next block here because we don't need it anymore. No. If I had an extra attack, we'll just cycle it onto this grains here. That's crazy that they got a 5 card hand and they don't want to block. Well, granted we're at 14. I said that as they block now. Oh, yeah, we're definitely dead here. punch in as much damage as we can while we can. Because if they're giving up boots here, that means they have Palantir Aeronaut. Here, we'll get our last bigger token here. I think we're done. I think we're cooked here. Yeah, getting an extra card every turn is insane value. Against us. It's a rough one. I think Mech is always a rough one for Fang, just because what is going on here? Just because of their value. Stuff like it's hard to match it. But I think I might drop Flurry Stance to 1 and then swap out 2 of these. The only stance I'm not getting rid of is Agility Stance. It's just too good. I might actually, no, I'll keep 2 Flurry Stance, but 1 will go into the inventory for the Guardians, because this is just so good in Guardians. 6, we'll give that up as our armor equipment. If you sense a big turn, save Draconic and Arsenal, and then use the whole hand to block. Yeah, that's why I got the Pledge Fealty here. This is not going to do much, and this is not going to do much, so we go like that. We block 7, like, let's equip, something's getting eaten, so one of these 2, 3 blocks are getting eaten, but yeah. 9. It's not a huge turn per se, but it's a, are they going to play it again? Or they get a 1 cost. That's their best 1 cost, 5. I think we'll go like that. And they can pump it up to 6. Or take 2, yeah. Oh, and then they swing weapon for 3. That's pretty good. Yeah. 1 for 6 is pretty good. 0 for 3. Weapon. Oh, this is a rough one. Like, we're matching their damage pretty decently, but they're at 5 card hands basically if they don't block, because they just draw off their gold creation. Break the chain here to swing for 2. Yeah. So even though they blocked with a card, they're gonna create 2 cogs, and crank them. But we have our power turn here. Oh, I guess they could do that too. 1 crank, and then they could use their hero ability. Yep, and now they're up to their 4th card. So they always have a 5. They always have a 4 card hand if they block with 1. We block with agility stance here, and just pray. Okay, they're searching. They're searching. Their hand is lackluster. In quotations. Cog the machine. Oh, Palantir. So we just give this, and then agility stance, and then they can go +1, 2, 3. We gotta go like that as well. And so 5 on 9. We take 4 and still die. And -3. So yeah, we gotta give this up as well. And then they'll blow up Hunt's End. Yeah. Like, I guess the only way to live is 9 on 5. Yeah, we just die. We lose all. It's either block out, live, and lose all our fealty, or die. So either way, we die there with this hand because we have a non-block here. We need to commit another block, but I can't commit this because then I can't play this. So it's rough there. I think that was a good game though. Good game. So, and the reason I'm running this is because it's such a fun card, but I might have to run a different card. But like, and the reason I'm not running, if I had shelters, I'd run this. I'd run shelter over this, but I own these and I don't own shelters. I will never buy shelter unless it's under $15. Because shelter is a shame. It's a scam, and it's the most blatant money grab card I've ever seen printed in Flesh and Blood. It is literally unnecessary. Like, the reason I hate it, so if some people don't know, in a dev talk before High Seas was printed, or no, Shelter came out in Hunted, right? So before Hunted was printed, the owner of LSS, the owner and creator of the game, stated we will not be making any additional generic 0 for 4 blocks. Oh yeah. I'm not mad about the loss. I'm mad at that about Shelter at the moment. If anybody who hasn't seen my content, I love to rant. If you want to talk to me and hear me rant, let me just do this quick one real quick. While I fix this mic. Why is it sitting weird? Oh, it's this one that's not tightened. He said before Hunted would release, so grain of salt, he already knew the card was going to come out. I didn't. This is why I don't like the card. He said we will not be making any more generic 0 for 4 D reacts. I'm like, oh, sick, that makes sense. Yeah, they get expensive. Proceeds to make the most expensive 0 for 4 block D react possible. Sorry for getting close to the mic, but it's outrageous. Why would you say that when you know a set is coming out that is going to be printed? So you should have said, hey, we have in the works that we are not going to be creating any additional ones. But yeah. I love to rant. Like, if you want to hear me rant in a further other videos, just go listen to in my wizard videos. I rant about Runeblade versus wizard design all the time. This matchup is probably one of our closer mech matches because you just fat stack Grant and with Oath of Steel and the stances, but we always go into our results and we always go 3 dots. We click refresh here so that way the match is actually available to put our notes in. We go to results and we go here and we go Puffin, lost. We went first. Swap some of the stances to inventory and swap some for better util. I was so close. There's one off. So swap some of the stances to inventory. So the flurry stance we don't need against Puffin because we're not going to get the chance to use that many reactions. So we pop that down into inventory, run one of or if none of. And then so we do that, and then we swap the cards that we weren't satisfied with. So I do like the flurry stances, but I think it's more for the longer, grindier matchups. I'm gonna stick these both into inventory. I still haven't tested this card enough, but it's on the potential cutting block. And since we're sticking 2 flurry stances in the thing, one of these has to go in the inventory as well, because it's only for those higher draconic chain links. But we still have Fire Brimstone, and we still have Long Whisper to get the additional chain links outside of the Oaths plus Blaze Headlongs. You get those extra ones, so we still want to test the one when we get the opportunity. Things that we might want to bring in, we said we wanted to swap 2 of these power stances. I still want to keep testing one, so we'll put 2 into the maybe, because that way I can easily find them. And the shucks, I think the shuck is fine as 0 blue with 3 if we wanted a thing. Expose, I'm liking expose. If we wanted a better blocking deck, we'd probably swap it to something else. So we go warrior blues. We don't want anything that costs us anything. I wish I could sharpen my weapons so much, but this is something I've been tempting into also run. But this is an action, not a reaction. But we want the blue. It's not even a warrior card. What am I doing? I just wanted to show that one off. We want the mark. Right here, deck. But I'm gonna go back to that card real quick. Something I've been really interested in against the Guardians and the Brutes that have a bunch of heavy D reacts, like RKO, Valda, and Victor that has a bunch of D reacts, is to play this, but I don't think they're running enough. If it'd be like a 1 of or 2 of just to pair with the Imperial Seal, because they have plenty of block cards. So this is you get the face up value of the card and you get the +1, but I don't think they're running quite enough D-reacts to warrant it. But it is also cheap M. If I could run sharpen cards like this, I would run sharpen cards. But sharpen is currently only for sharpen target sword, and we are running daggers. But what does this one do? I haven't read this card. Target weapon gets +1 if it go again. It costs 2 though. We don't want that. Because this is, if I were to run this, I'd run. There's also warrant to run. Where's it at? Perforate, I think it is. Where are you at? In the swing, I'm really interested in the swing in this build if I'm going like the multiple attack route. It's a 0 for 2, but so is all of our other reactions. They're all +2, like this is technically a +2. I could also cut maybe one agility stance for it, but where's it at? Perforate. Like if I wanted to go more into the combo build, this is one of the cards that I should put in my maybe board. As a 2 of, because yeah, it cost me 1, but if we're at free, it replaces the card if we have a vigor token set up, so that we get the additional resource, is that we get the extra swings. But right now, the extra we're at the problem with this combo build, in quotations combo, is you get the extra swings, yeah, but you don't always have the reactions for it. But like Oath of Steel is really good with the extra reaction, the extra attacks. That's why I'm really big on the agility stance. If we can just have stuff more like this, like onboard base wide go again. So we're at 80 cards. So we'll put this on the maybe board. And swap this like that. And we'll create another match. We're big chillin', big chillin'. This is what we're working with right now. So we have more free. Ew. I hate this. So what we do is we just go like this. This is how we play this match. This is how we play it. Let's see here. That doesn't do anything. We don't hit as often, so we could technically tunic, but I'd rather have the 2 block for the extra health. Because this is a very slow matchup. See here. Yeah, this is a very slow matchup, but they also have. See, they boarded up too because they know it's gonna be a long grindy matchup. They just have so much free health with all this extra armor, and we can't rip through it fast enough because they just get it for free. Like here, he just has 3 extra health. So it's very hard. We have to be very proactive in what we do. So I like to pitch a lot of my strong cards first, and use my weaker stuff up front. Like this is a very good card in the late game. That's what I'm trying to use first. So here we go like that. He blocks with equipment. Arm piece. I still want the go again, so I can play agility stance and swing for 4. But yeah, hit your strong cards and then use your weak cards first. But yeah, he gets the no damage here, unfortunately for us. So we'll break the chain. Play agility stance, so that way we don't. Agility stance is really good into decks that want to block us out because we don't have to use our reactions. If they block, they block. We just move on to the next attack. That's why I'm really big on agility stance. And then we swing for 4. I lied. I refresh, so that way we're swinging for 4. There it goes. This matchup, like even they're aware. They're at 63 cards. We're at 68. They know it's a long game, and they have the inevitability of their Evo upgrade attacks that just deal extra damage. Like this is a 3 for 6 at blue. Plus 1, 2, 3, 4. That is a 3 for 7 and at blue, which is a great rate. Yeah, and then they run every D react in their mother. I hate this matchup with a passion. I think it's the dumbest possible way to play a deck. But it is a thing that's going to happen. I think blockout fatigue is the lamest style. So Blunton is just 2 extra health. That's all that's in here. And maybe the off chance that they swing weapon. If not, it's a yellow pitch for our weapons. So active banish evil from hand. This is such free value for them. That's disgusting. So they do have to play their arsenal. Oh, they don't? Okay, well I know this is a good card late as well. I'm going to pitch Blaze Headlong, because Blaze Headlong is a little bit better. And we have the 4 go again, so we don't have to play a reaction here. That's the biggest thing. We don't have to play a reaction, so we just get our buff here. And they block for 4. We pass, wait for them for reactions. No reactions, cool. And then we swing our weapon here, pitching along Whisper. And if this one hits, nice. If not, okay. We'll just, if it hits, we'll just pay for grains with the blunten. We want as much as our strong cards late game. Like I said, this is a long game. We're playing for the long game. This is somewhat weaker as an upfront buff versus a back buff. I'm hoping they just take the 1 and I can pitch to greens. Oh, you need more water? 1 second, buddy. More water for the They are blocking with a card, but they probably have a scrap that they can just use. So it's not that big of a deal of block for them. Who's texting me? The bank is texting me. Earn extra points. No, I don't want credit card. We will close the combat chain and we will not arsenal. We will pass. I would like Blaze Headlong first, and we will not arsenal. Okay, so we got an interesting turn depending on how they attack, which I don't think they will. So we can pitch Blunten, and then we can pitch, we'll call it. Yeah, they are just building up their base. So we still got to swing though. We got to present damage. We can do Dragon's Blood here, and then Firm Loyalty to get the thing here. We get our resource back, but it didn't really cost us anything. Ooh, Flurry Stance, that's pretty big. But we're also going to pitch Flurry Stance if we get the opportunity, because that's better late game than it is right now. We don't have free daggers. But no matter what, I'm playing a Firm Loyalty because I need to start getting fealties. So fealty here. If it hits, we'll pitch this to grains. If not, we'll just hold on to it. Arsenal the Smoldering Steel. Nice, we get the grains hit, which is huge. Granted, we don't get to cycle cards. But that's going to be big when we have free daggers. Getting additional dagger hits, we just have to make sure we have the reactions to do so. We pass. So he's at 57, we're at 63, and we already got 1 Terminator tank, but he probably plays an attack where it matters. Here, I will be sinking the Blaze Headlong, because keeping this. And the Blunt will just be resources, so we would, depending on what they do. And weapon, send Smoldering into send a Firm Loyalty to get our second fealty. So yeah, they're just waiting to get all their equipment online. We didn't have to sync, but we will be pitching nothing because we have the Vigor token. Moving on to attacking for 1, and if they, no matter what, we'll just be playing Smoldering to get the go again, so that way we can play a Firm Loyalty to get our. Okay, so they're blocking with a lot of their machines. So unless they have a Remembrance, which they probably do, we go here. Okay, we're not getting any damage through, but that's not a necessity at the moment because we're going to swing our second weapon to get our second fealty. We didn't get a whole lot of mark off at the moment, so we'll pitch the Blaze Headlong. That's what we want at the bottom of our deck right now, is just more threats. Still find it weird that they are blocking with their pseudo threats. We leak a little bit more damage here, get our second fealty without having to mark. And we will also pitch the Blunten to... Also, there's Shelter, so we've seen 1 sink. Now we've seen 1 Fate and 1 Shelter now. Card discarded, interesting. They wanted to keep it for the 4 value. Okay. So yeah, we'll just Arsenal Sink Blow and keep the Blunten in hand, hoping that they swing their weapon at some point. Because I know they will, but it might not be right now. Evo 1 is banished. Okay. So it's just one. We got 2 attacks, so we'll block with boots. If this was played arms. I didn't block with boots. Whoops. Dummy. And we'll pass. Take the 1. I could have had it on extra life there. I just forgot to block with boots. That's on me. But at least we have Blunton for pitching for resources now. And we will definitely be getting our 3rd fealty token here now. That was a bus outside, buddy. That's what that noise was. Bus stopped. Did you know the little air brakes? They went psh. Like, what is that? Alright. We got that going. Swing for 1. Depends how they block. They block for 2. Long Whisper is better. Late game, so if we get the opportunity to pitch again, we will. Makes sense here. Fabricated is a pretty good card to keep your armor healthy. So they'll do an extra buff and then put it underneath, is my guess they choose. Evil gets +1, and then banish Evil from hand to draw a card. Interesting. They don't need the extra material. Okay, we're not necessarily need the damage right now. We pass. Right now we just want firm loyalty to hit, not hit, but +3. We want the fealty token. There we go. We are now online, so we can start pushing. Since we got enough threat density still, we just want to push now that we're at 3 fealty. We gotta strip as many cards from their hand as possible. So speaking of that, we will buff power and additional attack. Now we're at 3 fealty, our weapons are free. We want to swing them as many times as possible. Think below, yeah, makes sense. This is where we push the tempo. We don't have to block as much now, and we have all of our equipment to block with, which we all want to hold on to our equipment block for the tanks, the war machines and all that. So we won't be using our equipment per se, but we have more available hand block. But we also want to keep as much as our hand to threaten now. We are going to be behind because he has 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 extra health right here. So we go here, and I would like to sink this Shuck because I don't need it, or block with it probably. Depending on what the turn goes, I'll probably just sink blow first before I block with it to get a better card. This one will just sink this. We'll say pass. The perfect sink target to get the Shuck out of our hand, which is a good card to get extra attacks, but right now I'm looking for damage density. Kind of sucks that that's our 2nd Hunt's End here already, but it pairs really well with the Saver. Because we're going to go Sworn Vengeance into Swing, into Hunt's End, into Break into Saver. So this is a good turn for us. We get the potential to take a lot of cards out of their hand if they block. That if they don't block, they're going to take a bunch of damage either way. Speaking of which, I should probably share this in the Fang Discord if I have not yet already. I did not. We go over to Fang Gang. Let me post this so that way we get more Fang audience. Let me drop that back down so we can still see our chat. So we got Sworn Vengeance coming in. I'll hit refresh on mine because they did their hero ability. I assume they're going to re-up their chest. That would make no boots. Okay. Getting an attack back, which is probably one of the tanks. We also got, that's one of the other things that how they get their stuff back. Different, and that's the action point. It's the arms that you get the attack back, right? Yeah. So we swing weapon for free here. Potential on hit mark, which we should be getting the mark unless they're blocking for 10, which would, I'm fine with. They block with most of their hand, blocking for 10. No. So they probably have a D react here, but this covers up the damage of the D react because it goes up +1. The D react's only +4. We pass. Start leaking here as much as we can. There's a sink, but unless they have another D react, this is only blocking 7 of our 9. They'll get in the on hit mark. And then we'll have an arsenal here from Saver. But we got very lucky that we got our 3 affirmed loyalties early, so that we could start pushing. I'm honestly going to turn grains off, but I don't need it at the moment. Actually, not turn it off because there might be times where I want to pitch a card to move faster, finding cards sooner. So I will keep that on. I lied, but we will break the chain here because this is like the hand to threaten cards from them. Like I don't even need to send this Hunt's End, but I will be sending the Hunt's End just because I need the damage. Earlier I can get damage through, the better against here. We will Hunt's End. Even though we were going to hit, we need the extra damage because they have all this extra health right here. They have extra 6 health. So getting an extra 5 in now. See, there's the other shelter. So that's 2 sinks, 2 shelters down, and they still have 2 Fate for Scenes left. But we still get the draw, which is good. It's just going to go into our arsenal. Yeah, that's a good one. I could do grains here to pitch it, to put it at the bottom, but I'd rather have the arsenal at the moment. Because this is a very good late game card. Like I said, we do want to pitch some late game cards. But with an extra fealty, this is a draconic card on Chainlink 1. And since they have no hand, we want to keep them offhand as much as possible. So there's our 3rd Hunt's End, which we'll be pitching to a grains trigger so that we have it at the late game. So they're going to get a tank back from that. Yep, Terminator tank, one of their better ones. And turn, unfortunately, our heavy D-react hand here is not great. But we get a high-quality Draconic Blade Flurry. Depending on how they block. See, a lot of the armor is already at -2, which is huge. So they do have to replace their chest or legs at some point. They do have a chest piece here to do so. We're going to pop a fealty here. We go Flurry. We get damage there, and then we're going to do Tooth of the Dragon because it's an instant, so we can't block with it later. But it does convert to an extra 3 damage here. If we had an additional attack, for the grains, we will be pitching a Hunt's End. So it is free information. They do know that is our last Hunt's End, so they don't have to worry about it for 50 plus cards. But I'll actually undo. So we break the chain. Yes. And then why I'm breaking the chain is so that we can pitch another. We pitch a Loyalty Beyond the Grave because we only technically need 2 in the grave. So granted, the first one would be nice to have, but they aren't currently attacking us. And I would like to cycle more cards. And this gives us bigger tokens to get more Brave Forge Braces without pitching. So we can keep more threat density in our arsenal or hand. But I'd like to pair these cards for higher damage later. Because we already have a D-react. We don't need 2 reactions. Why can't I swing here? Yeah, I was taking sweet time loading. So we're swinging for 7 here, which is a decent trick hand. He doesn't know what is in our hand. It could be another threat, another pump, but I could also just arsenal the card. He blocks efficiently, which either way, we should probably just arsenal here. Even if it enough threat density. Depends on how they blocked and what they blocked with. 6, so we leak 1, which is nice, but I will not pay for greens again. I'd rather have this in case they are attacking us. So I can always just leave Sink Below in there for a little bit. So good. They keep 3 cards here, which is unfortunate. I wish we could have taken a little bit more. I'd rather see Hunt's End first. We got Smoke Out and Expose. Alright. This is another sink. I will be sinking the Smoke Out, as it is not a necessity right now. So sink here, Smoke Out, so that we have some good defensive options later in the game. Awesome. So this Exposed and Savor Bloodshed is a nice combo. You play Savor first when they're not even marked, and you send Exposed, making them mark, and you get the hit. And I have do not have the extra fealty at the moment. You make this Draconic. Unfortunately, 2. So here I'll block with Boots because we are getting the Boots back. So we'll pair Expose with Searing Gaze because I need the go again. Because we won't be getting the mark. We'll be getting the mark off of here. We're getting +4, +8 this attack. So this attack is going to be coming for 8. 3 from here and 1 from here. 1 from here. 3, 4. There's actually 9. We want to leak as much damage as possible. Cool. Then we go here. And then we get to expose. You are now marked. Hit you for 4. Yeah, we want Saver first. We draw and decide whether or not we want to pitch. No. We will not. I want to play this. We'll swing this. Break the chain. Next turn, these go really well together, so we are just going to keep both of them. So we do IP1 technically, but these pair so well together, so get a counter for each attack, and if we get an extra Draconic Chain Link off of this, our first dagger basically gets to swing for an additional point of damage. Ooh, I'll let you gladly block with that. So we're still up 8 cards on our deck as well, unless they're playing Remembrance, and then they can get 3 back at the cost of 1. But these pair so well together. I'd rather Arsenal that. Ooh, that's nice. Actually, this is a goated hand, so we'll just block with boots here. Because we'll play at the end. Well, we'll find a spot for it. That makes sense. Block with boots here this time, so I don't forget. I should be at 39 right now. So they probably have D-React in their arsenal, which is fine. So they re-upped, gaining extra health there. At least this has battle. This have temper, not battle worn. So that's the only thing here. So we will start with Oath of Steel here. And so we get +1 for each attack. And we'll start with Savor Bloodshed. So we get a bigger base dagger. And then we swing with Searing Gaze. So that. Swing. Granted, this won't mark them, but we need it for the go again on to get this dagger to be Chainlink 2. Interesting. 3-card block. I think maybe I have another expose just to mess with them. Oh no, that's just their equipment. So I do need to go again. I'll buff, but they're gonna play Fabricate here. That's a tall tale sign. If their equipment has 2 block and they're blocking with it, which would normally break it, it's a Fabricate. So it's gonna get +1, 2, 3. So which blocks us out, which is fine. I would have preferred the hit, so that way I could Rage Force with the agility stance. Oh, okay, nice. So we hit there. There's the Fate for Scene. So there are 2 Sinks, 2 Fates, and 2 Shelters. They have 1 of each D-React left. We don't hit. And we don't want to break the chain yet. We want to attack with this. And we're going to choose a buff and an additional attack, which will be on here. Hoping that we hit. So I can pitch this. Actually, we'll probably play that. So we'll do buff and additional attack. We want the additional attack. It doesn't really matter which dagger, but I like doing the other. I like doing this dagger. We do not want the grains because we don't want to cycle this card. I'm gonna play this. I will be breaking the chain. I'm gonna do Brave just for the extra damage. I've been saying we need extra damage. We need extra damage, so we get the extra damage. So we'll get an extra counter also off the Oath. So this is +1 from that, +1 from the base. So this should be swinging for 4. So this is where our stances and oaths come in handy. So if you don't have your Oath of Steel and you want something good long game, this is where you show off the oaths. We hit refresh because swing for 4. That's insane. That's pretty good. With no No front buff. That's just the raw. And they're just blocking with 4. Alright, sounds good. So they are on a 2 card hand again. So they might just swing weapon or reapply chest because they can't block with any other equipment. They have to re-up their equipment or send a Terminator. So we do have a block here, and we can send here. We want this Imperial Seal on the board to blow up their arsenal. So this is what we're going to end our chain on. I can't play this without making it Draconic, which we have the extra fealty, but I need to pop the extra fealty on. I can't play any of these. So actually, this is my arsenal. This is going to be a very lame turn per se. So we're gonna go like this. I'm gonna be sending 2, but it's just gonna be send exposed and then play. I'm gonna swing because I have a bunch of non-draconic cards and an Oath of Loyalty hand, so I'm not gonna be doing that. So I'm just gonna send exposed to pop the extra fealty. Make it +2. And if he lets it hit, then we get the extra fealty back. If not, he's marked at the moment. Either way. Okay, Fate Foreseen. That's the last Fate Foreseen. So they have 2 more D-Reacts left. So this didn't quite get the full value, but it will prevent them. We can blow up potential arsenal next turn. Whenever that is. I could swing dagger again, but I don't want them getting value out of their cards at the moment. I'd rather have actually, there's no reason I shouldn't have swung here with this dagger other than to keep the mark. So they have no action point here, but they are scrapping equipment, which is an extra health per se. They do gain the 2 resources for each scrap, so it's 4. So they can re-up one of their equipment, which I am guessing chest, and then they can re-up head after that because they get the additional resources. So that's as an instant. He gets an extra intellect. Oh, then he just passes turn. Okay. So we're gonna go for his arsenal here. Since there's only 2 D-Reacts left, there's no need to hold on to this for the most part, other than we have a pretty okay hand. And we get +1 on each of our daggers. So right now I'm we can't do oath because that's our first action. Lame, I forgot about that. I hate that. Oh well. Oh well. A little bit of a non-ball. Our hand isn't the greatest either way, so this is how we're gonna make use out of it. Threaten their arsenal. We're base 2. I always forget this has to be our first action. So I messed that up a little bit. But the arsenal's been sitting there for a little bit, so I want to threaten it. Start taking cards out of their hand again. We have the deck density. We're keeping 8 card. So we'll just go like this, go sideways. They committed stuff there. Committed 9 block. 3, 6, 9. And then we go sideways again. We're just trying to take cards because they can't block with any of these equipment without another fabricate. So they have to block with hand if they want to keep their arsenal. Blocking 6. Good. We'll just say pass. We got cards on the other hand. They really want that arsenal. It's very important to them. It's probably their Teklovosnet evolution. So here I hope they do something so I can just loyalty for value. And we'll say pass, and we'll just loyalty beyond the grave it. That or it's like a Terminator tank or something. We need 1 more loyalty beyond the grave to be able to get the extra hand, which we would want to save for a key turn. Remember, this has to be our first action of the turn for 4. And this is just gonna, if we get hit any dagger, it's just going to grains and grave. Alright. So they're using the hero ability, probably to get the chest piece. Yeah. Even on my paper banish, doing the cost to make the quest cheaper. Block and then for the turn. I don't know. But we just gotta keep the threats going because now we're up almost 10 cards on them. Because we got 37, they have 26, technically 8 cards. So we're just trying to get them out of cards. If we can block, granted, they still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They still have 6 tanks, which is a lot. That's a lot of tanks to deal with. But if I just keep attacking them for 0 for 4s, we have plenty of armor still to block out tanks more efficiently. We still have 1 sink and 2 loyalties. Technically, one of the loyalties is like midway through this stack. Let's see here. Well, again, if any of you are tired, check out my code with Man to Sleep. If you want to go to bed at the middle of the day, you have a blackout mask. It's a mask that I've been using for years. I've paid for my own before I had a partner, but again, my code is 10% off. Or if you want to be awake, you can also use code HAMMAN with Dubby. It is the energy drink that I use. It is made in the United States and shipped from the United States. I believe it's out of California. They have a bunch of different flavors. My favorite flavor is s'mores, and you can mix it with milk. It is a powder. It's not the only flavor they have. They have a bunch of different ones as well. And somebody with ADHD whose caffeine affects them differently than your average human, I think it's very good. There's no crash. Even my girlfriend, she says she can't drink Debbie because she is a caffeine addict and she uses the caffeine crash to go to bed, which is not a good thing. When she drank Debbie, she's like, yeah, I stayed up all day, all night because I didn't have the crash. There was no crash for me. And what she uses as an indicator for her to go to bed. So if that's not good advertising, I don't know what is. You have somebody who uses caffeine to stay up because we have a 5-year-old now who is a crazy wild child. So when she plays with her friends at night on video games, she uses caffeine. And if she says she doesn't get no crash, I don't know what's a better advertisement than that for Dubby. And then somebody who has ADHD where caffeine affects them differently, usually at a lower rate, I think Dubby is very good. I just like the flavors for the most part. I do get a kickback if you use my code on anything, so very transparent. I am a very transparent person. I am upfront with what I do. I would like to break the chain, but I can't really here because this is a +3 or +4 off the dagger. But yeah. And again, once we're at 500 subscribers, I will be doing a giveaway for United States shipped Blaze, not Armory deck, but Silver Age deck. And if she ever does come with an Armory deck, I will set a new subscriber goal for that as well, as we are a Wizard channel. I do want to just cycle this because I don't want this in my hand or my arsenal for that most, because I already have 5. So that was really good here. A good Iron Song at Chainlink 4. No, 1, 2, 3. At Chainlink 3, it was a +3. Unsort that. Yeah, Iron Song was a +3 there. Ooh, this is a very good hand. So we get a flurry token if he attacks with anything. And then we get to draw a card if they block with a card from hand. And we have some equipment. 38 to 14. That is a nice life difference. Yes. And we also have the deck advantage here, 34 to 27. But he still has 6 tanks. We got to keep that in mind. And he has pseudo health here. They just gained 3 health there. You don't see it on the life board. So they are now on Singularity. So they have transformed. What do they do again? When this attacks here, they discard a card. We'll be discarding Flurry Stance, unfortunately for us. 5 go again. I'll just take the 5, honestly. I have the life lead. This is where we start blocking with equipment. I knew that Singularity was in the grave. They were just waiting for more cards. So we will have to discard a card. We'll discard Flurry Stance because it's the one that does the least for us right now. So that blocks 3 and this blocks 2. We'll pass. And we get our Flurry token. So they have transformed. This is the first time I've played against one where they fully transformed. It does go to late game usually between me and them. I brought in every single card that I could. They get a second attack? What the fuck? Oh, because it transformed. That's lame. I think we discard here. Block like that. I didn't realize they got an extra action point. That was from them transforming from the boots. I forgot. So the first one, they get 2 attacks. That's crazy. I forgot about that. So they have 12 cards in there. That's a lot. I forgot about the second action point. It's not like I could do much about it. So we don't get, unfortunately, we don't get the additional attack. Because we can only have 1 reaction. So that sucks. The extra action point literally fucked me there. Oh yeah, and then I'm playing the stances. Like if you haven't seen, I'm playing Flurry stance. Currently in the longer matchups, and I'm playing agility stance. No matter what, agility stance should just go in Fang because you can bait out. Like, hey, I'm gonna swing for 1. I already have go again. I don't have to play anything. So if they block, they block. I have to play something, or otherwise I lose all my things. That turns what? Yeah. I think I lost. No, they only have 1 action point. They're on the deck. They should have 2 tanks in hand, but they don't have 2 action points. So send this for that. Sending for 3. They can only block so much with their face. They can't send 2 tanks unless they create an extra action point. We get our boots back. Yeah, the extra intellect. The flip is insane. So we got here. Okay, so this is Oath. That's good. Boost is, that's where they get to go again. So we go here. What's getting the +1? For each Evo? Is this counting extra as an extra Evo? Oh, okay. Interesting. Good to know. We go pass. All their attacks have go again. What? Make knowledge has. Oh, that's disgusting. Yeah, I think we're dead. Because we have to discard a card too. Yeah, we're dead. I'm done. GG. I'm fucked. What is this? What does this card do? Oh. Oh, yeah, concede. Yeah, this game. Yeah, I'm not beating that. Because then he sends this for 6 and then sends yeah. And then I'm out of cards. Yeah, that's GG. So here I have to block with a card. So what? That's crazy. I didn't know it gives them all. I didn't realize they get the go again. I still they had. Yeah, that's crazy. That's how little I see this card. There's 1 Teklo player in my area. I've never played against them. So the reason I concede there, for anybody that's curious why, so I have to choose 4 cards. They choose a card for me to block with. I assume they check Oath of Steel because Oath of Steel is my best card. Snatch that, and then they swing themselves. I have to discard a card. Cool, I discard Smoke Out or whatever. And then this costs 3 less, and they swing this for 6. No, it swings it for 9, and it hits and destroys all cards in the arsenal. I don't. So it's another 9, and then I'm like, okay, cool. I take 9, and then I have Glint, which I swing this, pop it as a Draconic. They just block with face. They still have 5 block. Okay, cool. I draw nothing because they blocked with face. And then I draw 1, 2, 3, 4. And then they're drawing up 1, 2, 3, another Evo. So they go T-Bone into themselves, into tank. And I just die. Yeah. So you had a convo about this with some of my locals a while back. Is a meta where Teklo great, bad? Personally, pen meta has been fantastic. So yeah, I'm 100%. I'm fine with Teklo Awesome being good. I just didn't realize how good Singularity, the Macro Potent is. This is the first time I've, out of my testing against this. It's usually not a bad matchup, as you see. I just send it. They just had Teklo Potent. Yeah, I think it is 100% fine if we have Teklo being a good deck. We're literally a month away from having a new meta, or actually a little over a month, because the pre-release is the end of next month, right? Starts in June, so June we'll have a new meta. We'll have an actual playable illusionist because sets be crazy when they release. So Ziggy's going to be playable because he has an armory deck and set. He is in the set and the armory, so he's going to have plenty of illusion cards. Or they are yeah, he turns down a 3 intellect, but Having they still had 6 tanks left at this point, and I have nothing into my turn. Grenade. Yeah, I forget when my pre-release is. I know my pre-release. Anybody that lives in or near Tri-Cities, Washington, check out my card store, Ultra Legend Collections. We are having a pre-release in Gem. Let me check. No, you don't get to see my logins for stuff. Gem. Let me make sure. Yeah, it's not popped up. So check for the pre-release Ultra Legend Collections. We also have a TCG player page, which I will pop up at a certain point. So if you want to order cards from us, our pre-release will be May 31st. If you are anywhere near Kennewick, Washington, so I will pull up the event real quick. So close this. So Ultra Legend Collection. That is my store. I own it. I own it with my partner, Joffrey. He is the other store owner. So if you live anywhere near or around this address here, come check out our pre-release. And then if I move this, you still see that. So I have to create a new tab. And there's a specific link that I want y'all to use if you order our TCG player cards. TCG player pull up real quick. Make sure you don't see my login in. Okay. And we go to a seller's portal. So we currently are offering mostly Magic cards, and we do have Flesh and Blood cards being set up as I throw all the cards I don't need or all the other people don't need. Well, let's close this one now. Little shell. We had everybody leave when I was shelling out though. I gotta zoom out. Anyways, this link right here. Ultra Legend. So TCG player. So it's legendcollections.tcgplayerpro.com. Check out our collection there. I know everybody just left as I was shilling out, but I have to be a little shill. But yeah, check that out. Or you can just find us on there. But either way. So I think between the 3 stores closest to me, there's a release Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So yeah, in our area, we only have edit. We have from my home, I don't live in the Tri-Cities. I live an hour away, which is where Kennewick is the Tri-Cities. We have Tri-Cities in Pendleton, Oregon. You got to do it from time to time. Yeah, there's only 2 stores within an hour's drive of me that does Flesh and Blood. So I'm glad at least I can have my own store that I do. So the notes here against Teklovasen, the flip is insane. Like I think there's not much else we could have done better because we got early 3 fealty, so we were online and we continued to apply pressure as best we could while we were online, which is all you can do. Maybe we try and play a streamline 60, but I don't think we can even afford that because if for some reason our hands don't line up, we don't get the 3 fealty. We need the extra cards. And I was like, yeah, no, I'm gonna shill regardless if people leave or not, because sometimes maybe someone will watch the VOD. But yeah, flip is insane. We applied pressure online. Sensitive keyboard. Cards are just not line up post flip. If I had, yeah, it was just a little rough for that post flip. Getting those 2 action points, which I didn't know he was going to get 2. Stripping 2 cards from our hand, and then he has 6 blocks. That initial flip is very rough. If we had a way to survive post flip, I would have kept playing, but it's a little rough to do so. But yeah, I would have been fine if I had a way to play post flip, but post flip I did not have the hand. My best card was they would have seen it and not played into it, was the glint. But I'm liking this so far. This is the build. So for the tech cards that I am willing to swap around right now is Drop of Dragon Blood, Imperial Intent, and let's see here, maybe one flurry stance, but not too much. I need the flurry stances in the long games. The flurry stances plus Oath of Steel combo is just too good not to play. I think Fang is great. Sometimes you draw the deck in the wrong order, which sucks. Yes. Fang is my favorite warrior right now. Electrum. But if you look at my older videos, I am a wizard player. Like, even if you look at my older decks, they're mostly wizard stuff. Oh, yeah. I'm on the new card from Penn. Are you talking about the Smoldering Steel? Yeah, it's a red block 3. You can't ask much more, and it's a draconic reaction. The one thing, so the whole thing about my combo deck is I misread this card. So when I read this card, I'll read it how I thought it was, and then I will read the card again as it is. So Smoldering Steel is a 0-cost 3-block draconic attack reaction. I read it as target dagger gets +1, and when it hits a hero, deal 1 damage to them. I read it as the dagger gets this, not dagger attack. Why that's such a huge difference is the additional, if you give the dagger additional attacks, if it read the way I wanted to, it would still have this phrase, when it hits, deal 1 damage to them, which is much bigger than a single time use of on hit, which I think is still fine as a rare, because you still have to give that specific dagger an additional attack to even attempt this +1 damage. But it is a single time use dagger attack. I think it could have been worded other way and still been a rare just fine, because it's only +1. They have see it there and well aware that's how it currently works. If not, somebody might not see how that works. You would have to explain it to them. But that's where my combo deck was in mind, is get this smoldering effect as often as possible. But it is worded as dagger attack. Therefore, my pseudo combo that I wanted to run does not work as intended, because it's a single time use. It's only when this specific attack hits. But it's still a fun card. It still hits, it still threatens extra damage, and it's a block 3, so you can't ask for more. It's better than Imperial Intent. A lot of people play Imperial Intent because you get bigger buff, but I like the extra block. That's why I still have the 1 of. I'm liking Drop of Dragon Blood a little less now after some testing, because everybody will say, oh, it's the card that you draw could have just been this card, which I 100% agree with. And I also can't block. So I could also put it as another Imperial Intent, or half tempted to run a 1-cost card, like if we go Draconic Warrior cards, as a 1 of Endear Devotion, just to guarantee more Draconic stuff, or playing 1 of Brothers in Flame, or if I'm getting enough Draconic attacks, I could also, if I wanted to bump up the usability of Scalding Iron, I would run, is it like Hunt's End Meat, or potentially March the Loyalty, giving it go again when possible. We don't have a lot of life gain, so Parch isn't necessary. I could play a Rake the Coals over the additional drop of Dragon's Blood, so I get just the +2 and an additional +1 on each dagger. If I'm getting multiple dagger attacks, which is kind of what the point of this build is maybe play Rake the Coals over the Imperial Intent and Drop of Dragon Blood. So I might actually, let's do this. We'll try the 1 dragon, Rake the Coal over the dragon, because it's just better. I'm still at the same amount of instances, but this gives, if I get more additional dagger attacks, or I pair it with the 1 of Power stance, or if I happen to have an agility stance, I can get the initial +1s just fine and just have Rake the Coals. Pairs really well into still giving my Oath of Loyalty, and my, I could be cheeky with it and go Blaze Headlong as no go again, and then give a cheeky Rake the Coals for a 5 go again. Or it'd be technically a 1 for 5, but it's buffing itself plus my daggers if I'm online. Something like that. I'd probably still go dagger into rake into blaze headlong in that manner anyways. But with this specific build, it also pairs well with oath of steel. So my dagger is 2, goes up to 3 from the initial play, and then 4 from its own effect. So I get a 0 for 4 if I'm online with oath of steel and rank over the coals. So I think I'm selling myself on that. I just like unconditional. So just the one of. Maybe we fit the second one in over Imperial Intent. Because we get +2 out of it, because 1 for each dagger. And if we just have an Oath or Blaze Headlong, or an additional attack some way from maybe Flurry Stance or our Spec or Long Whisper. So yeah, actually, you know what? I sold myself on the one of Rake the Coals. So let's get into another match. Let's see how well the Rake the Coals does. I don't want to play against a Hala. I don't think that's a valid play. And if anybody curious about my equipment, I play only Diadem. I probably mispronounced the hell out of that. And I play the Kabuto. Those are the only 2 headpieces. I own other headpieces. I own the one where you tuck your arsenal, but the amount of times I'm arsenaling once I'm online is very low, and I can play around it. And then I play Findle Spring Tunic into Guardians. So that way I can guarantee that with my 11 resource cards, I can guarantee to pitch every 3 turns, that I can have a full grasp. And then I just play the whatchamacallit. Oh, why is my thing like that? I just play the regular boots and regular arm piece. There would be a warrant if this read the way I wanted it to play the other arm piece where you break it and your weapons get +1 this turn. So initially the combo would have been, so you have a power stance and a agility stance out. And you have arsenaled fire brimstone, and then you got your smoldering, so you get the extra attacks, and you have your go agains, and this is your only reaction if needed be. You gotta set that up, and you go smack, smack, and whatever buffs you have, you smack them up with the buffs. So looks nobody's there. Let's refresh. I do not want to play Teklo-Vasen, so we'll just join a game here. So it is against a Hala, which is fine. I still like going first. Against Warrior, we gotta bring Kabuto. That's just the law. Warrior, Kabuto. You bring the Bluntons. Against fellow Warriors, I will cut some stuff here. I'm going to not cut anything that marks. I want to cut. I still need to put the card in. They're not. Your channel description says you're wizard and necromancer. Do you have any thoughts on the about a new necromancer? So, it says necromancer on my channel. Yeah, and so Fang is the reason I didn't change to warriors is because I don't like the other warriors. Let me say thinking. Please bear with me. We'll do that. It's because Fang is the only equipment, the only warrior I like, so it doesn't have warrior. And the reason I don't play Gravy is I'm not a big pirate fan, so his flavor isn't there for me. So I'm actually gonna. This is a pretty easy turn. I just go like this. Mark ya. Play Sworn Vengeance, and then I swing Blaze. Granted, the Blaze isn't buffed by this, but I still have a 0 for 4 and potential mark. Whenever I play D&D or another RPG, I do lean heavy. The fuck is that? Okay, I am, color me intrigued. The CNC I can make sense, because sometimes you have some off turns, and you just want to hit somebody with CNC. But, yeah, anyways, that Fiddler's Green is throwing me off. But I love Necromancer as a type of magic. Having extra allies as a wizard is very good. And Sink Blow. Okay, my good hand turned it into garbage hand because they had the Sink Blow and a Fiddler's Green. Interesting. Okay, but they're still marked. I don't think they intended to pass turn yet. Go back. I am going to do, so if you look at some of my videos, I'm very big into card design. I'm working on a generic, so the reason I'm not playing Gravy is I'm not a big fan of the pirate theme, and he was a little expensive for me. I did have most of the cards to build the deck, but the play pattern was not there. I preferred the pummel ship build, where for those who don't know, high tide is retroactive. It is always checking for 2 blues. So what I mean by ship pummel is you play all the high tide cards, and they're all 2 costs. So you pitch a blue, and you pitch a second blue to play pummel. So you get your high tide effect, and you get a pummel. But that was not the go-to build. My turn, resource card, this into Blade Flurry. So I just don't block except for with my boots here. Because this is just raw damage. They have no on-hit effects. But I am a very big fan of Necromancer theme. I don't know if ally-based decks are great for the game. But I'm excited for that. I do tend to do my thoughts on a new new Necromancer. I did not take my medicine today. We did take a decent chunk of damage. We took 10. I will get you food after this match, buddy. Thank you for finishing your pizza rolls. Because it is 2 o'clock. Not even dinner time, buddy. But I do intend to make a video on what I would want from Necromancer going forward as a base Necromancer. I want the next Necromancer to have no talent. I don't want a talented Necromancer. I want to see what base Necromancer can do. I don't know what this deck is doing. They got Filler's Green and Sink Below. We'll give ourselves the go again. And we'll pump here. It's not for everyone personally. I like, you said you like Pirate Heroes. Like Marlin built in concerning Puffin. I think Pirate Puffin has some legs to it, especially with the new wager card. We will give ourselves a Grains trigger. And we're going to Arsenal this. So we're actually going to break the chain here and pay for Brave Forge Bracers. No, I lied to you because I'm not online. I will not pay for Brave Forge Bracers. I wanted Brave Forge Bracers to be paid for, but we're not online. I'm so used to when playing on Talishar, the used to being online in your head is kind of a negative because sometimes our games go longer and you're online longer than you're not online sometimes. I feel like my camera needs to go down a little bit. So in my head, why I broke the chain there is I wanted to pay for Brave for Bracers with the floating resource that I had, but I'm not online. So I would just like to Arsenal this. No. So I didn't do nearly as much damage as they did, which is fine. But I got my first fealty and I have Vigor, so I can block with an additional card now if we don't have a resource. Yeah, Chain Scout oh, okay, cool. This is like the best card we could possibly draw against them right now. So we just blunt in here. So they do get a flurry, but I'm going to block this out. I wish this blocked, but it doesn't, so. Nice. So they don't get to do what they want. So take the card in hand. They still get to pay for their next attack, which is fine. Yes, because that's an instant, so they can play that instant, which is probably what they wanted to do. We will allow the undo. Still gonna block like this because it still blocks out the damage. For me, I am don't have a red card to play, so this Blaze Headlong is going to go into my arsenal. What we're going to do is play Agility Stance, play Smoldering, so we get the go again, and then play Seal Command. Take the 5. Interesting. So I probably should have blocked with Kabutos or there, so they don't get the extra swing. That's on me, because I just took an extra free 5 damage for them. Having a 1-cost weapon. They don't have an arsenal. I would prefer one generic Necromancer before Shadow Necromancer, because I do have ideas for Shadow Necromancer as well. I'm very big on card design. I have a lot of stuff, cool ideas that I want to do. And Shadow Necromancer was one of the ideas that I had for one of the decks, but I would rather have a generic. See, the thing I don't like about Illusionist is there's no base Illusionist. There's no. Let's see here. We're gonna pitch this because I don't need it right now. I'd rather have the resource later. Break the chain and play this. The thing about Illusionist, there's no base Illusionist. There's base Illusionist cards, but I want a pure Necromancer, so we get the idea of they can be. We have some pure allies that we can play in other decks, so they don't have to go so big on each ally type. So if we have a few, like a generic skeleton that you can play in each Necromancer, you get we get a decent idea. These pair really well. So my turn is honestly just or oh, I didn't swing twice, so I didn't get my boots back. I think I go like this and just shut them down so they don't get the additional attack. Somebody might say this is a little premature here on the Kabuto, but I'm not going to have a big, based off what I've seen from their deck, I need a setup turn here. So I'm going to have to go like this. So we're going to set up agility stance with this Oath. Because like usually when you Kabuto, so many Kabutos you back. Yeah, no untalented illusionist really speaks for the class, which is why I would like an untalented necromancer, so we could have some allies that are, like I said, playable across all flavors of necromancer, like a generic skeleton or a generic zombie, instead of having these pirate themes. Like, yeah, the pirate one was cool thematically. I like the thematics of Gravy. He's really cool. I have a lore video on him that I read his lore and some speculation about it. That it's his crew, so his allies are his, like, they're not just miscellaneous bones that he acquired. They are his crew, his friends that he broke out of prison with. Spoilers, he broke out of prison with them. So let's continue this turn. So we go here, and we bait the Kabuto here with this swing. We're gonna play the Oath of Loyalty. Granted, we won't get the thing from it. Oh, they didn't Kabuto me back. Okay, interesting. We do get the on-hit mark. But I want... yeah, some of the pirates are goofy. But that's what you get for a ragtag of pirates. Well, allowing him to have the untalented necromancer, you can have just generic cards. So you don't have to swarm the deck or the set. Like one of our group of friends, when we drive, since it's an hour drive to the store, we will not pay for the vigor. We have a lot of time to talk. We were thinking one of the better places we could do this is the Savage Lands. So we can get a Brute, we can get a Necromancer, and we can get a Ranger. Because we can do like a Shaman-y style Necromancer. And that could be like our base Necromancer. We also get the Brute and the Rangers. The Rangers are the ones hunting the Brute. And then we do Blaze Headlong here. And then we will play Arsenal the Oath, which will go with agility stance here. That's what I would like for a class. And you could technically even do another dual class if you wanted to have a Brute Necromancer. But again, I'd rather have just a baseline Necromancer. So the Savage Lands is a good spot for that. Anywhere there's a big war, but then you're tempted with the Shadow area, you get the Shadow Necromancer. But I have big ideas for Shadow Necromancer. Like you could, your allies could have Blood Debt. So instead of them being turned face down, they get sent to the banished zone face up for Blood Debt. But your replayability is you can play them from banish. You couldn't play them from grave. You'd play them from banish. So your allies wouldn't be as strong, but you could keep playing them. Is the thing. I'm not online, so we do not pitch. So they would have Blood Debt, like 1 or 2, depending how strong they are. Majestic might have Blood Debt 3. So like when they were destroyed, they go face up to your banished zone and they have Blood Debt. But you could still play them again. And none of them can be free. They always have to have a pitch cost. So here, they're not marked anymore. But we have base go again. What am I doing with my hand? So no resources. So this is a pitch. This is a pitch. Actually, I still have the pitch. So these are pitch. Extra swing. Okay. Oh, I didn't get 2 swings again, so I didn't get my boots back. Yeah, I think Iron Song Versus is the best weapon here for Allah. There's the extra swing. Or I think I just have to take it. Just because I didn't get a resource card, I can't really block with anything to get my combo off here. Because Oath of Steel, swing, pitch, extra swing here. And then I don't have the extra pitch. So actually, Oath of Steel might not even be good here to be played. I don't want to take 4. This is a rough one. This is a rough hand. Because this pairs really well with this. Go again, go again. I might just hold on to this and just send daggers. Block 5. So I need both dagger attacks. Remembrance. What is this deck? So go again. I'm just gonna have to eat 4 here. This is rough. We have no arsenal. So we're just gonna send 2 and 2, 1 and 1. That's our turn. No, I have to play a draconic card, which sucks. I have to keep my fealties around. So we go here, pitching the Long Whisper because I'd rather have that later because their deck is apparently playing for the long game. Blunton. Oh shit! All right, concede. GG. Yeah, I lose from there. Blunton, I lose my fealties. I'm not playing that over. There's 2 reasons I can see there. 1, I lose all my 2 fealties. 2, I'm hungry. My child is hungry. 3, I've already been streaming for 2.5 hours basically now. But yeah, not having a resource card there really sucked. So let's go to our notes real quick. Hala is very strong against other warriors. Especially when I don't get my boots back. Being able to swing twice is really gross. Because your weapon is still for 4 regardless. So swap here. Go to notes. So we go results. We hit refresh actually, so our results are there. So we go results. Holodeck. Yeah, very good, very. I think I need a block early. Look for free marks and free fealty. By that I mean like my cards as if it's channeling 2, create a fealty. Stuff like that. I don't care about spelling correctly right now. Fealty. They have stronger weapons or weapons. What the fuck? My keyboard is so sensitive. Early play for the long game. Save Kabuto when they have flurry tokens. That's why I messed up. They didn't have a flurry tokens. As that's the main. Why is my keyboard so sensitive? Swing twice. I wasted that there. So yeah. So I think we got to play the long game. And we need to play around our cards like. Where is it at? We got to play around Affirm Loyalty, and we got to play around Pledge Fealty, and Proclaim Vengeance, and or Relentless Pursuit. We got to start playing around those cards against Holland, especially with the way they were playing. They had the Sigil of Solace. They were playing Fiddler's Green, which is interesting stuff. So I'm going to end my stream here. Again, thanks for everybody who came out to watch. I'm really liking this build. Especially the Oath of Steel has been very good against longer games. If we compare it with the Flurry Stance or the Long Whisper Loyalty to get extra attack, we might want to bump our resources up a little bit. So I might cut Imperial Intent and the Proclaim Vengeance. I'm not cutting the Rake. The Rake with this build is gross. Same with Iron Song. So these 2 might need to turn into a yellow or blue. So we can bring back the second Power Stance, and we can bring yeah, actually we can bring back both Power Stances, so we can go up that. Thanks for all the chat in Electrum. But yeah, I think I'm actually gonna do that. I'm gonna cut the actually no, we're not gonna do 2 Power Stances because we still want to keep our reaction ratio high. So we don't want Power Stance as much as I would like Power Stance. We need blue. We need dual threat of our needs to be a reaction for so that way it can be played with the extra fealties. Actually, stop that. So we'll look for a blue reaction. I could go up to the third glint, but I'm trying to build my deck in a way that is semi-resilient to Huntsman, so they don't get the extra silver off my reactions. So like blue swing bit into the swing. Yeah, it's only +1, but or maybe incision. Target dagger gets +1. As that way you don't have to worry about the additional swing. You can still make it a draconic, so you get +2 off your blue. It's the same thing as a smoldering steel. We just don't get the additional buff of the on hit. So blue incision is potential, or if you want to be a psycho, you can play overpower, but that doesn't quite there. Provoke is always a good one, again, especially in the longer games. I could technically, if I'm getting really lucky, I can play Ren Flesh with Oath of Steel, remove the counter. That's very cheeky. It's not very likely, which is funny. Target weapon gets +1. Go again. That's an action. We were looking for a reaction. That's for swords. Honestly, maybe point the tip gets +1/+2 if it's marked. It's a 2 block, so I'd rather have a 3 block. So if we go clear this out, if we make right here, we want a warrior card. We want it to be an attack reaction. We want it to be a block 3, and we want a blue pitch. So this is what we're working with. Target weapon gets +1 if it has go again. You may attack an additional time with this weapon. That costs too much. That costs 2. So it might just be incision because the blue block 3, we get the +1. Yeah, so we'll put 2 incisions in. I gotta figure out where my incisions are, especially my blue ones. They're probably at the store in the bulk pile. I think that's probably where our best bet is. We don't want too many blue action cards. We want to keep, because we pulled out 2 reactions, we want to keep 2 reactions in. That gets us up to 14 resource cards. I might do incision yellow actually, because it gets a little bit better. So let's actually refine that. We want attack reaction pitch 2. So yellow incision where I want to be, because that way we get the +2. That's much better. So we get a nice ratio between yellows and blues. Like the blues are nice that you can paint in grains and Brave Forge bracers, but the yellow gives us the extra damage. The extra +1 makes a difference. With a fealty, it gets a +3. So I think that's where we're at for today in our combo deck. We're now up to 14 resources. I think it's kind of the sweet zone. For whoever hasn't done it, check out Bagel. I forget their actual. Let's go to YouTube real quick, and if we go like Fang Deck Tech. Ooh, I hit F11 apparently. So Fang. Why is my keyboard? FAB. Flesh and Blood. Where is Bagel? Where are they at? The Bagel? Pretty sure it's Bagel. I think they're Bagel on YouTube. Bagel. TCG Bagel. This guy right here. This is where I'm learning my Fang stuff. Bagel TCG. They also have a meta guide. If you have not checked out their Metafy guide, it is very good. It's very much worth that. This is what my son's watching right now. Their Metafy guide is very good. I liked it. It gives you good sideboards. They said they should be keeping it up to date. So shout out to Bagel TCG. They also have a Hala deck tech. So check out their videos for Fang update. This is kind of based off where you're at. But they're for the greater meta. I build for my meta, and this is what I'm liking right now. Granted, he hasn't done an update with the flurry token, so maybe he might incorporate him, not. But check out Bagel TCG. Thanks everybody for watching. Bye.